Come on. I know I'm the team, man. Keep your backpack close enough to the plane. Stop the jump, man. Scared. Told you I can't jump fist as fast. Come on, let's go. Man, it's just a little messy, man. Move it. Make sure. Oh, snap! Marcel, come on!
Hands up, drop the can! We got a suspect running northbound. Vandalism suspect running northbound. Keep your hands on right. Get your hands up on right. Get your hands off your hips. Spread your feet.
Alright, let's put him on the
Good. Get your hands behind your back. Just watch your head.
Come on, man.
My name's Shy, Miss Fly, if you nasty. I'm a superstar, baby, ask about me.
As a business owner, how it affects me is it really puts a knife in the heart of somebody that has worked so hard in a business to create something positive for a community and then have to deal with a tag that'll be there forever unless money is spent to correct it.
If you can look at some of our designs here at the club, this is just one example of what we can do with the art of graffiti. If you take it and you exploit it through the negative sense, where there's tagging crews, disrespect the community and disrespect others and try to take over a neighborhood or something like that, I think that's negative. I think it's rude, and it shouldn't happen.
The impact that graffiti has on a specific community is it instills fear among the residents. In addition, it doesn't look good. It looks horrible in the community, and if we can get the message out to the taggers out in our community and let them know how much of an impact it has on residents, schools, businesses, police officers, it has a tremendous negative impact on the community. So we need to get them to realize that and try to find other means to do graffiti.
Sure, we can paint out your tags, we can paint out the graffiti, but the energy that it takes to build a business in a community is so much. So when you tag somebody's building, you're really hurting the person behind it, and you need to know that.
You can make it to where it's controlled and people can admire it and love it, and see to it that it is an actual art, and it's not negative.
You know what I always tell kids when I arrest them for vandalism and graffiti? I always ask them, is there anything that you have that means something to you, whether it be an iPod, your room, something that you value and love? And how would you feel if we caught you tagging and we went in and decided, okay, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and tag and destroy your property that you've either worked hard for, gotten a good grade to earn, something like that. How would you feel if we went and just tore your room apart and destroyed it, graffitied all over your room, on your property? How would that make you feel? And I put it back on them. And then a lot of times they can kind of develop an understanding in their mind of what you're actually talking about and what kind of impact it's having. Starting off in tagging sometimes leads to marijuana use, drug use, hanging out with gang members, and it just, from then on, drinking, and then it just leads into all types of criminal activity. So it's kind of a little gateway onto violent crimes.
It really makes me feel sad that kids have to do graffiti, especially gangs. They have to write on the wall. So for someone to know that they were there, it makes no sense. It just gets everybody in trouble.
Yeah, it makes it look bad. I mean, you're right there trying to represent your own city, St. Peter, but then in the other case, you're making it look bad, like it's a really bad city, I mean, what are you going to get out of it? People knowing your name, and what happens if you get caught? You're going to get a ticket and fined, stuff like that. Just go to court and then have a bad record. It's no good thing.
In January of 2006, the LAPD Harbor Division, under the direction of Captain McNamara, started this Teen Police Advisory Board. And what it did is we partnered with the Los Angeles Harbor Boys and Girls Club and brought the members, specifically the teenagers, in a setting that allows teens to problem solve with the police department. We've found over the course of law enforcement history that we don't pay too much attention in problem solving utilizing teenagers. The teenagers have a powerful voice. They have the ability to connect with their peers, and when teenagers speak, people listen.